Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. Welcome. Take a moment and settle into your space. Sit comfortably or just lie down if you prefer. Allow your body to feel supported by the surface beneath you. Let's close our eyes as we get ready for grounding. As you start to bring your awareness inward. Let's begin by taking a deep breath through the nose and exhale slowly through the mouth. And let's do that 2 more times, inhaling deeply, filling your lungs, and exhale, letting go of tension. As you breathe in and out. And you start to become aware of the natural rhythm throughout your entire body. Now let's create a grounding cord in the form of a tree trunk. And you could use whatever tree trunk you'd like, a maple, an oak, a palm tree, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. And you're going to take the roots of that grounding cord and anchor yourself to Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And let's start to release everything that no longer serves you, letting go of the past. Take a nice big deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice big deep breath. And let's say hello to the here and now, present time. And as we're bringing more of our attention to our body, notice how it feels in this moment. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a circle of light around you. And in that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses. And those yellow roses represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. Circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself as well as the outside world. And now let's create a circle of red divine roses all around you, representing the protection from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. Your loved ones, the experiences of the last few weeks. This is the time to claim you. I claim my own energy. Now let's take a nice big deep breath and come up to your 6th chakra, right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a movie screen. And on this movie screen, you're going to say hello to your life without judgment. It's almost as if you're watching the movie of your life. You are observing, and you're feeling the steady rhythm of your breath as it moves in and out. Now, as you say hello to your life today, this week, picture yourself on that movie screen. And you're standing in a vast, open space. The ground beneath you feels solid and safe. But what's surrounding you is a landscape of soft ashes, remnants of the challenges you've faced, struggles you've endured. But notice something stirring within these ashes. It's a spark, and this spark grows brighter, and it's igniting. This small flame, and with this flame you begin to rise. Imagine yourself as a phoenix emerging from the ashes. Feel the warmth of the flame as it fuels the transformation. The fire does not burn you, it empowers you. It reminds you of your ability to rise no matter what. And as you rise, feel your wings stretching wide. Each feather shimmers with strength, determination, courage. You can see and feel that you are lifting yourself higher and higher, leaving behind what no longer serves you. The wind rushes past you, carrying the whispers of your unbreakable spirit. Feel the freedom of the flight. You are soaring, powerful, and unshaken. You feel in your entire being that no matter what storms come your way, you rise above them with grace, with strength, and with resilience. Feel yourself flying all above the chaos. In this moment, know that you are limitless. Now repeat silently to yourself or out loud if you wish. I am strong. I am resilient. I rise above all challenges. My spirit is unbreakable. Say this one more time. My spirit is unbreakable. I am limitless. Feel that sense of flight rising above all the challenges, all of the chaos and the hecticness of the outside world. And take a nice big deep breath in and bring your awareness back into your sixth chakra. Taking one last glance at this phoenix in flight that's called you. And now let's bring down a beautiful golden sun of light coming down through the heavens, coming down through that crown chakra, all the way down into your sixth chakra once again, igniting your sense of intuition and your spiritual knowledge, coming down into your fifth chakra, igniting your sense of truth and your authentic self, coming down through your heart, filling you up with that love and support and nurturing, but this beautiful energy of the unbreakable spirit with grace, with strength, and resilience. As it keeps coming down through your third chakra, igniting your ability to rise in the ebb and flow of life. Coming down into your second chakra, the I create energy, where the flame is fueled by your own passions and desire. As it keeps coming down into your first chakra, the base of the spine, love of self, love of self. Allow it to keep coming down through your legs, down through your calves, creating that strength and flexibility, the ability to pivot with life's surprises. As it moves back down into your feet, wiggle your toes, say hello to your fun fairies, the magic of life, the miracles of life, as it keeps coming down into Mother Earth once again. Say to yourself, I am grounded, I am centered, I am unbreakable. Life is good, and everything is moving forward exactly as it should be. Take a nice big deep breath. Release, stretch it out, and open your eyes. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. Hey, everybody. I want to talk about what it means to have an unbreakable spirit. You know, living in Los Angeles for decades and now going back and forth from Idaho back down to Hermosa Beach in Los Angeles, you know, I've certainly seen my fair share of challenges, both personally and in the world around me, in not only Los Angeles, but California in terms of the fires. But a few months ago, we had North Carolina and Florida and, hurricanes. And then the rest of the world. I know Australia has faced over the years, many fires as well, earthquakes in Japan. So natural and or disasters of any kind can happen in a moment. They change your world. And it really brings out the ability to see the resilience of people in the face of adversity. And so, with, fresh on the heels of these Los Angeles fires, this rising like the phoenix is really a great metaphor for facing the challenges in our life. Whether there is an external fire where you've lost everything, or there's a fire within you that is burning right now in your own personal crisis. It's your own personal wildfire. But when I think about, what happens during that time, your nervous system, whether you were personally impacted by it or people, you can't be in Los Angeles without knowing people who have lost everything. And that feeling, that just heartbreak and grief and shock as you try to navigate and try to understand in your own brain really what is happening and the magnitude of anything that is big like this. And I remember, back in 2017, I'm from Northern California and I was in the Bay Area, but I'm from Santa Rosa, and the ashes from Santa Rosa had moved all the way down to San Jose, and we walked out of a building at the time, and I remember just seeing all the gray and the sky and the orange, and it was almost a little eerie. And so you have all these feelings that start to come up when you are faced with a crisis. And things like this can sometimes bring us to our knees because we think we're so in control. And we realize that in a split second, everything can change. And so, what makes us unbreakable? I know for myself, the times that I've gone through such challenge, and I know everybody on this call who has gone through life for a period of time knows this. There have been situations and circumstances in your own life that you thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through. I don't know if I have it in me. The loss, the grief, the shock is so strong that it's hard to cope at times. But here's the thing about a fire. Metaphorically or realistically and practically, if you've been through one, it reveals your strength. It reveals humanity. Yeah, it reveals the negative side of humanity, but it also reminds you that the love of humanity exists. I saw pictures of firefighters, one with a little baby kitten in its jacket. Firefighters sleeping on the ground, trying to get a little bit of a break as they went back in. People of other communities, other countries coming in to help. The community coming together to help. And so as we navigate either a personal, internal crisis or the crisis that is happening in Southern California right now, is that the fire is also a symbol of transformation. I want you to think about the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's reborn, stronger and more resilient than it ever was. And that can be true for us too. It may burn away the things that we clung to. And if it's an external fire, man, is that hard, especially with some people who have been in their houses maybe 40, 50 years. But it's a great reminder that this life we're all living is not permanent. Everything changes. The challenge is that over the last 4 or 5 years, we've had change after change after change, wave after wave after wave. How do we handle it? We're going to have to handle it by moving into our spiritual side, because it's very evident that the physical of life is temporary. So I think it's important for us to take this time, for those of you who may be in shock, may be grieving. I don't think that rising at this moment is where you're at. And the rising from the ashes has to be the right alchemy. Because I do believe everyone has the opportunity to rise after they fall. But if somebody is pushing you into, LA 2.0, let's rebuild, envision what it can be when you are grieving or in shock, you're going to be met with a lot of resistance. So I want you to think about your own life now in a crisis you've either had or are currently having right now. And it may not be an external fire. It may be an internal fire that you're dealing with. What are the ingredients, the alchemy that needs to go into you rising? Because it can't rise from a place of push. It has to be ignited by your own soul. Your soul will know it's time to rise. And you may think in your own being, I do not have the ability to rise. I just don't know if I have it in me. And that's when you know. That's when you have a choice to rise. So, with everything that we're going through, what can we really take away from this? Guess what? Life can change on a dime. Challenges that we have, big or small, will happen every day of our lives. But it's how we respond to them that will define us. I also want this to be a reminder for anybody who is going through a huge crisis right now that you are stronger than you know. Because you do have the ability to adapt, to grow, and to persevere. You wouldn't be listening to me right now if you didn't have that ability within you. You wouldn't be attracted to this type of talk. And finally, I want you to really know on a deep level you're not alone. Because what I got to see and am seeing is this beautiful spirit of people connecting. And that's what makes humanity. Each of us has that phoenix energy within us, the ability to rise no matter how devastating it seems. So as you go about your day, and you may be facing your own fire right now, maybe at work, personal loss, or just the weight of the world feeling so heavy. But you do have the power to rise. You are stronger than you think. And you are more capable than you feel. The fires may come, but your spirit, now that's unbreakable. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of Life Bites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.